Then you need to remember the record button.
I'll tell you, don't mute just now, but I was desperate for to get one more member on the Rhino group. I know there's people not added in yet, because we started the Rhino group on Facebook a year ago, just slightly over a year ago, with 37 members, and we have 136 in that group. On 12
I'm adding.
And I wanted it to be 137. Get them added in, Jane White.
Yeah, I haven't added Sandra in yet.
See, so it actually says 137, and if Jane White had added Sandra in, and I took a wee screenshot of it, because I'm really chuffed with that. So that's 137, that's over 3 times the amount of people. That's, imagine what the growth, what we're going to be talking about, and the size of the group at this time next year. It's going to be phenomenal. So what I'm going to do now is ask, while I'm finding the training, I'm getting feedback from myself. I don't know why. If you could kindly mute your mics for me, so that we're going to get feedback. I'm not like Jane. Jane can just keep on going. There could be a hurricane outside, and Jane will still do her training. I go like, what was that noise? Who's making that noise? So let me just share the screen and get open the training for this evening. Christmas training. We'll start, obviously. Can you see this? Aye, these are there. I wondered where you went to. I've always got to remember that there is a slight time delay with the PowerPoint training when I'm doing this. So first we'll start, because it's the beginning of a new period, with welcoming to the team people for period 13, and obviously period 1 if they join. So a welcome to Christine Pyle, Bernadette Pyle. Hi Bernadette, you're on tonight. Sandra Scott, I don't know if she's on tonight. Vivian Viljoen, Frank Devine, Cameron McIntyre, Shirley Cox Christie, Martha Judge, Anne Hillis, Lauren Churcher, Lorna King. So welcome to everybody. And I know who's missing. The Hanlon clan said they were going to tune in tonight. I knew there was somebody missing that had said they were tuning in. So
I'm here.
That's better. Oh dear. Hi Stephen. Sorry for calling you that.
Okay.
I always call you that though.
I've got my antlers on.
Got you a good. I didn't recognise Mary. I knew she's got her wee hat on and everything.
Yes, I am, yeah.
I love that. Hi, Mary. Right, and congratulations for the first welcome reward to Terry Oldacre, Vivian Viljoen, Sandra Scott, Frank Devine, and Cameron McIntyre, and Lauren Kutcher. Second welcome rewards, Cameron McIntyre and Lauren Kutcher. And all 3 welcome rewards go to Becky Jackson. So well done, Becky Jackson. Mary, stop laughing. Could you do me a wee favour, darling, and mute your mic?
Absolutely.
How to do it? Do you know how to mute the mic on the thingy? She's muting herself instead of the mic. No matter.
Lynn,
Right.
you can do it from your end. Lynn, you can do it from your end. If you go to participants and then click.
I love this. I get educated. I can't do it now. I'll just keep going. It's okay. I'll do it for the next one, but thank you, Stephen. Great teacher. Congratulations on moving up the plan to 10%ers. Frank Devine, Cameron McIntyre, Laura Mackay.
That's all right. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Lauren
Kutcher, Ursula French, and Ashley Kane. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Ursula French at 13%, Ashley Kane at 13%,
yeah.
and Fiona Waddingham at 18%. Well done, you guys. And
I'll talk to you tomorrow, Janet. Yeah.
This is what we're going
take care.
But yeah, sorry.
Tomorrow.
Thanks for the
Okay, bye. Bye.
We're going to be talking about that tonight, actually, about how we're going to achieve these goals for 2017. And you see how many people there at 10%, and it really is just helping as many people as possible get to 10%, and then showing them how to get other people to 10%. So Mexico, who wants to go to Mexico? It's still on the cards. Yay, Mary wants to go. Anybody else want to go to Mexico? It's still on the cards. Please go to the DSA, Destination 2017, and check out the criteria. You have till March, so you can still qualify. But we've got people who have been plugging into this meeting. Sarah Mackay has been tuning in, so I thought I'd recognise Sarah. So then John Mackay actually took some time out of the business and recently got back into the business. Proud to say they joined our meetings. Stephen and Dorothy, well done guys. We're pulled out the hat for being in the league table. That's a phenomenal achievement, because in order to come out the hat, you've got to be in the league tables. So brilliant, well done. And my face is there somewhere, but I don't know how you guys. I like to see you guys, and I'm delighted to say that thanks to my amazing team. And I have to do something. I've actually thanks to the amazing team, I'm fortunate to be going to Mexico. So tonight's training, the last training, we decided what you were aiming for and when. You may not have decided that yet. You may be still deciding what you're aiming for. You may be brand new. I know there's brand new people on here tonight. But tonight I am going to be talking about how we achieve the things that we are aiming for. And it's a great time of the year to be talking about our goals, which Jane's been covering brilliantly over the last couple of trainings. It's important to put a date on every step you want to achieve. Now, I know you hear us saying put a date on the, I'm trying to move my wee box because it's in my way, sorry about that folks. I know we say put a date on your main goals, your major goals, but you've also got to put a date on your daily goals, your weekly goals, which I'm going to talk to you about in your halfway goals in a wee minute. And many people do, I'm going to remind you that many people when they first get started, you may be brand new tonight and thinking, I just want to retail the products. But quite often when they see the opportunity and how easy it is to promote the opportunity, especially through mediums like Facebook and I had a mental block there, Twitter, many change their minds. So the first reminder that I'm going to tell you when you're looking for people for your business is always talk to them, show them the team building, always talk to them about the team building, even if they say, I just want to do the catalogs or I just want to sell products online, because people do change their mind. We call it involving them in the business, exposing them to the opportunity and upgrading. Doesn't matter how you want to aim. Well, I will tell you it is achievable. Now, you're brand new here tonight. You won't understand these levels on the screen, but basically a started gold distributor will be earning in the region of £1,000 plus per month part-time. Going up to your SED level, earning an average of 5,000. So these are big goals. But whatever your goals are, it may be like many to just get that first 10%, and then the next one 13, and then the next one, and so on and so forth. But share your goals with your sponsor. They're going to help you achieve them. And this is our steps to success. We have 5 steps. You see it in the hand there. Retail, personal development. Sorry, start again, Lynn. Good job, you can edit it. Goals, trainings and personal development, retail, sponsor, and teach. Generally, the first thing we do is retail, but we need to go for that. So your first step, and most of the people tonight have already done this, is to make money. This also generates an income story that you can attract to share people to your business. Now, this is what works for years. I've been in the business since 23 years. 23 years. And since I started, we've always used income stories to promote the business, because we have a saying, facts tell, stories sell. So you want a good income stories, and this is also, I know that most of the people in here tonight already have got a great income story. We're not talking about an income here of thousands of pounds. We're talking about that first £200 or £300 income, which is the most important. Because how many people do you know would like to earn an extra £200 or £300 every few weeks? It's an attractive figure. So we need an income to share. So now that you have set the major goals, what do you have to do to achieve them? How do you achieve them? And if you're brand new, don't worry. You may only have small goals at the minute, but they'll be major goals to you because everybody starts at the beginning. So, but the first thing you would say, you have to be focused, whether you just want to earn £200 or £300 or 2,000 or 3,000, whatever your goals are, you need to be focused. You need to be serious about it, determined to achieve it, and committed. Now, the fantastic thing about this business, as you know, it's a part-time business. You don't have to be focused, serious, determined, committed 100% of the day, every day. You have to make a plan and stick to it. I always like to share Bob Webb's story. Bob Webb was a full-time school teacher, plus he was the head of the department, and plus he had a car repair business that he did on the side. He worked his clean easy business part-time, and he built a part-time income, believe it or not, up to over £6,000. It's only ever equal by the name will come back to me. I can see them. I can see the couple. I'll come back to, there's another couple in the business who equal the part-time income that large. He said the reason he held on is he was waiting on a redundancy payment. But he said, strangely enough, when his income grew, his pupils were getting better results, and he believed it was simply because he was less stressed about money and a happier teacher. So you need to be focused, determined, and you also need to make a plan. Proper planning prevents pretty poor performance. The first time I heard that saying, it was from a sailor or an ex-army guy, and he didn't say pretty poor performance. He said something completely different. So what do you need to achieve on a daily basis? What do you need to achieve on a weekly basis? What do you need to achieve on a monthly basis? Where do you need to be in the first quarter of the year, depending on what your goals are? And how many people do you need to help to make money in order for you to hit your goals? I said everything was in third party, and then I went into first party. But how many people do I need? I think that was the limit to help you. You need to help other people in order to hit your goals. Now, this is a new one for the newbies. If you're brand new, quantify the numbers. But basically, all we mean by this is we understand the numbers. Now, for example, when you put your catalogues out, if you're putting catalogues out, we can give you a plan. This is how many books to work with, and we understand how many books you need to put out, and you will do your own numbers for the catalogues, for the online, with our help, and with the team building. This business is all about numbers. So, for example, how many products do you post into your own group every single day? If you post 1 or 2, you might get 1 or 2 sales. If you post 20 or 30, you might get 20 or 30 sales. How many groups are you posting products on a daily basis? Or how many catalogues are you putting out? Again, if you work with small numbers, you'll get small numbers back. So speak to your sponsor with your goals in mind and see what you need to do to achieve these goals. But what I will say is, this can be done on a part-time basis. It's being focused. It's the main thing. Following your plan and just being really, really dedicated and committed to it. We will have a saying in this business: safety in numbers and the law of averages. Now, it doesn't say the maybe of averages, it's the law of averages. So if you share a good idea often enough, eventually it lands on good ears. And this business is literally just, as I say, a numbers game. Sorry to hammer this home, but sometimes especially when we're new, I had a little bit of plus because I came from direct sales, so I understood you had to work lots of numbers to get lots of sales. But if you're new to this type of business, we don't know the numbers that we have to work, and sometimes we have to learn them because numbers can be different in different areas. How many catalogues do you need to put out to achieve 250 sales if you're putting the catalogues out? How many posts per day in your own group and on external groups do you need to do to achieve 250 in sales? Well, we're recommending 20 minimum posts on your own group products. It takes 2 minutes, and especially with things like the marketplace, and at least a minimum of 60 products a couple times a day. How many people do you need to speak to for one person to join your business? Well, we can give you the averages. We reckon the national average for the cold market. Now, the cold market is someone who's came from an advert or Facebook or someone we didn't know before we joined the business. With the warm market, it's slightly different. I'll chat to you about that in a minute. With the cold market, let's say you would like to earn money from Facebook and you get 100 people joining, contacting you, you might get 1 out of 50. But all you're doing is sending them information, and the ones that don't want to join usually just ignore you. So what I'm going to have a quick chat with you is, who do you speak to? How do you network? How do you share the opportunity? If you're brand new in the business, you might be thinking that. Well, this is what I did. Spoke to everybody. If they had a pulse, if you put a mirror under their nose and it steams up, speak to them about the business. So if you haven't already done it, start speaking to everybody you know about the business. Now, I'm going to have a little pause there because it's not in your face, like, oh, you want to join my cleaning business, it's brilliant, blah, blah, blah. I don't suppose you know anybody. I don't suppose you know anybody who'd be interested in a part-time income for Facebook. I don't suppose you know anybody who'd be interested in making £200 or £300 a month spare time, part-time for home base. So just write a list. If you can use Facebook, but I'm bringing in the old-fashioned method because everybody's known Facebook. Me memory joggers and lists sometimes work better. But the best tip I can say is not to prejudge. People lead you to people, and some people say no now and then join later. In fact, there's some kind of rule that I can't remember the name yet, but some of these people have to say something about 7 or 8 times before they actually respond to it. Facebook's a fantastic way to show the products and the opportunity of friends and family and many more. And you can actually find out all about the system for success training, some of the how to sell in Facebook groups, video 2 promoting to your friends, and video 3 finding and promoting in external groups at the www.makemoneyfromfb.com website in the members area. User password is Rhino in capital letters. So where to find people? That's what I said, already said. Speak to everybody you know about the opportunity online and then offline. Send info to everyone you know, everyone, including your new Clean Easy customers. That's the catalogue customers and the online. The online customers get promoted the business to more frequently, I would say, because everybody's building groups, and all you have to do is pop up a check. I don't suppose you know anybody who'd like this check. What was your last check? Pop it up. If you don't have a check, get permission to use somebody else's. But the fantastic thing for the new people watching this tonight is most people have that first bonus check in the first month. And if it's not the first period, because they started in the middle of the period, that will be the first full period. And that's all we do. I don't suppose you know anybody who'd like to earn this £200-300 from Facebook part-time from home. So get set up with Facebook, and we call it 3-foot rule. talk to everybody, especially at this time of year. How many grumpy staff have you seen? Oh my goodness, get yourself armed with business cards. They're not very happy when they're busy. They're not happy with their jobs. Just look for opportunities everywhere you go. I call it looking in the nooks and the crannies. You don't actually have to work massively hard in this business. You can work massively smart and look for these opportunities. The grumpy staff, the people moaning about their job, the people who say they can't afford the product. I'd love that product, but I can't afford that. Oh my goodness, how am I going to pay the bills? By the way, this is a brilliant time for finding people for the business the next 2 or 3 months, because they're all wondering how they're going to pay for Christmas cards. So if you want to build a team, this is important to point out. You don't need to get business cards for your business. You can get a free online shop, and I would say it's a very good idea too. And please speak to your sponsor. But for your business cards for your business, so you can hand them out wherever you go. You can put up these shop adverts, flyers as you go about your daily business. Talk to people, you'll be amazed what you find out. Look for lookers. We call it fish pond training, and you can find that on the Make Money from FB members area. But I speak to the person who introduced you. It's only really limited to your imagination. But this is how I like to talk about it. Think about the pearl divers. When they're pearl diving, do you think they go down, find the pearl, bring it back up, and hold it in their hands, keep it warm, and try and nurture them? Or maybe two, and nurture them? Or do they have to go through quite a few to find that pearl? Empty shell, empty shell, empty shell, empty shell, empty shell, empty shell, empty shell. Oops. Are we picking up empty shell? No pearls yet. Ah, we found the pearl. Then we do it again. Do them all again. It's just so if that's posting products in your group, the pearl is the customers who purchase from you. If it's posting on external groups, again, the pearls are the customers who purchase for you. And we just keep on posting. If it's posting about people or speaking to people about the business, you do the same. This has decided to go on its own. Somebody, I don't know why it's doing that. Thank goodness for editing. Wasn't finished with my pearl story. Cheeky computer going too fast. Or that could be team building, posting adverts on your Facebook groups, speaking to people you know, putting out little shop ads. You will go through a lot of empty shells, but there's pearls in there. And that's what, speak to some people, you'll get some. Speak to a lot of people, you'll get a lot. You can make money, but you can make excuses, but you can't do both. We also would recommend is to have a weekly activity planner and track your business. I'm not going to go into every section in detail tonight, but I thought it was very important just to show you this. And again, you can find this on the website or speak to your Upline Gold distributor. They will definitely have this to hand. And it's just, what is your target? What did you get? And score yourself and see if you can get 100%. I'm going to speak to 10 warm market today. I'm going to speak to 5 strangers a day. I'm going to do 5 Facebook ads. I'm going to do 5 cold Facebook ads. And do that with your retail as well. And of course, teach. Because I know that a lot of people who are on tonight are going from Mexico, and some of you are new to the business, and you might be worrying about that teach. It's a thing that people seem to worry about first. It really is simply a matter of learning the system, and basically, if you've achieved that check, you just show them what you have done. So you just show them what you have done. Your sponsor will be there to help you every single step of the way. So if you're new and you want to start a team build, don't worry what you know. Your sponsor will help you with your new person every step of the way. And everything can also be found at System for Success trainings www.duplicatesnetwork.com. Takes you to the same site. Now we talk about duplication in this business a lot. So I'm going to slow down for 10 seconds and talk about this guy called Don Fiella, the 45-second presentation. Now, I joined the business in August 1992, and it's a long time ago. Our team turned over £1 million in the first 12 months of being in the business, and we had 6 teams at 10,000 and above. So it's called Gold Distributors, 6 Gold Distributors. We built our business on the concept of this book, and we use it to this day. This is a must read to help you understand the business, because sometimes, especially when we're new, because I thought this when we're new, I thought duplicating was finding as many people as possible myself, but duplication is not. Duplication is helping your team to sponsor, to help them to get a new distributor. So it's not just introducing a new distributor, that's sponsoring. Duplication occurs when you teach your new team member to sponsor. You do not need to sponsor thousands of people to be successful. And as I said, a great book to read is Don Fiella. But you can also, if you can stand the accent, and I bet people say that about me, you can also find them on YouTube. And this is just an example of a record sheet tracking your business. And it's all done for you online. But sometimes if you put pen to paper, I don't know, seems to work stronger for me. And this is for the leaders. This is for the people who want the bigger checks, the big checks, the £2,000, £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 every 4-week checks. And these are being achieved really, really quickly at the moment. Not because online has made the business easy, it's simple, but it's not easy. You've got to do the numbers. What it's done is it's opened up a massive network that we never had access to before. The online side of the business is going to be what turns us into millionaires. This is why we're millionaires. What you see here is the big wheel and the small wheel. And if you want to build a business, the big wheel is your leaders, the people in your business who want to build, and you're looking for 5 key people to work with. That's a good amount of people to work with, 5 key people. But we also, the retailers are very, very important, because as you can see from the illustration, the big wheel doesn't turn without the wee wheel. Well, I know you can get these one things, but not very many people could ride them. And the wee wheel doesn't turn without the big wheel. When everybody in your business is absolutely important to your business. The most important thing in this business is finding out what your new distributor wants, making sure that you give them all the information to help them achieve that. And that's why I said, don't worry if you're new. That's what your sponsor's here for. We'll take you through every step of the way. So what do team builders do? Well, what do you have to do to get in the big wheel? And remember to use a pencil, because some leaders decide they don't want to lead anymore and we have to rub them out. The retail, they do consistent activity for the business and they plug into the system. So there you go, develop your big wheel. So what we have there is 5 by 3, which comes from the Don Fiella. Don Fiella believes your business is not strong until it's 3 levels deep. You have to bring everybody in yourself. If you bring in 3 people, who bring in 3 people, suddenly you've got 12 people in your business, but you only brought in 3. So that is why the Don Fiella is a good book to read. So now you've got 5 people. This would be an ideal scenario for you to start with. Everybody doing 1,000, everybody speaking to the warm market, everybody doing everything that they need to do in Facebook, and obviously everything else they need to do which couldn't fit in that tiny wee circle. You see, the successful people in Cleansey are not successful. I don't know why this decides to go on its own, by the way. Let's go back. I cut and pasted it for no training, so maybe it's punishing me for laziness. The successful people in Cleansey are not successful because of who they are. It's because of the action that they actually took. and you can take that action. If you do what they did, you'll get what they got. And here's a wee example of just people in my business, speaking to people that you know. Here are some massive earners who, my goodness, this is so annoying. I do apologise, folks. Gavin Scott, one of Clunies' top earners, knew Bob Webb. He was an acquaintance from another business before he joined Clunies. Bob Webb is the top earner. Alan Muffet, a shipyard worker, knew Gavin Scott, who's a shipyard worker, who knew Alan Muffet, who's a shipyard worker, and he is one of Clunies' top earners. And Alan Muffet, who introduced Rob Foster, who we all know and love, one of Clunies' top earners as well, hitting checks of £30,000 every 4 weeks. He knew him. So speak to people, talk to people. Success leaves clues. Do you believe you found the gold mine? This is going on its own, and I don't know how it's done that. Stephen can maybe tell me when we get some technical help later. Do you believe you found the gold mine? Now, the reason I've put that there is because if you do believe you found the gold mine, you won't have any problem sharing it with friends and family. Because if you found the gold mine, a real gold mine, up in the hills, never-ending gold, would you put an advert in the paper and share that gold mine with strangers, or would you go and get all your friends and say, get a van, let's go up that hill, there's a gold mine up there. So share it with people you know and love. They might just be the best thing you've ever done for them in their lives. It's been the best thing that happened to me, and I believe I found the gold mine, and that's why my business went so fast. Thank you very much for your time for the training. And before we come back to seeing all your lovely wee cute faces, just want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Sorry, I was Christmas emotion. And a Happy New Year. Just wishing you all health, wealth and happiness for 2007. Sorry about that little bit emotional display there. Now, how do I get back to me? Stop screen share. How do I see you guys? Yay!
Yay!
You can all make it.
Thank you, Lynn. Love
I need
you.
a Prosecco. I need emotion.
Thanks, Lynn.
I always get emotional when I say Merry Christmas. The only people I care about, I've been saying it all day, everybody, but I care about my team. Am I allowed to take a drink?
Yes. I think you deserve one.
Sorry about that, folks.
Does everybody know that Lynn qualified for Mexico today? She's officially going on the trip.
Yay!
Just after my exhaust fell off. Take your mics off, everybody. What I would like to say about Mexico, though, it's like any of the other trips. The only way that we get on these trips is because of the team. So in this particular way that I qualified was new business sales. So thanks to all the new guys that I introduced personally, would you help me to get to Mexico? So hopefully you guys I can help get to Mexico next year, as well as the ones who weren't personally sponsored by me. I just say Kate was very, very close. Kate was and Tom were like, I've not seen it yet, but they probably ended up at number 11. So
Yeah, probably.
For 5 minutes, and then say, that's it, we're going for stage 2.
But we can still qualify. Everybody on this call can qualify if you just work towards it. There's still 2 or 3 months left to qualify. Sorry, Tom's just done the Christmas food shopping and he's come in the middle of the Zoom call, and there's now chocolate all over the table. But look, I'm not touching it yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. He's just put down a big bag of assorted toffees, which, if you know, my team all know that I broke a tooth about 3 weeks ago and I taking the lid off a felt tip pen, so I'm actually not allowed toffees. So cheers, Tom. Anybody want a toffee?
My mother used to say there's no show without punch.
Absolutely.
Paul always comes into Kate's chair and right in the middle. Question, what are you staring at? I'll get the wee girls coming down. This time does that to you. It's a wonderful life. You need to watch that film. So is everybody having nice for Christmas?
Not at all. No.
Okay, I have to do that. I actually am.
That is organised here, but that's it.
They're always organised, didn't they? Oh, we were organised. Are we talking? They buy the presents in January or sale catalogue. I'm actually organised for once. Oh.
Yep. Oh, can I just say as well that if anybody's wondering if the new catalogues that we've got are still going to work without Christmas books in them, because our Christmas sales just went absolutely through the roof, and so did everybody's in the team. It was fantastic. But we've been working this week without Christmas books in the catalogue. We took them out on day 20 of period 13. And this week so far, with still some books to come in tomorrow, we've done about £700 or £800 personally with the new catalogues and a very established customer base. But also, June McLeod in our team, who's been with us for quite a long time. June works on foot. She doesn't drive. Works on foot very, very locally to her house, and she's done £320 this week from 44 catalogues just around her own neighbourhood. And that's just with the new main book and the spring special and the K-Life sale. Absolutely phenomenal returns. So people definitely buy from all the catalogues all the time, whether it's the week before Christmas or not. It doesn't really matter. They're still going to look at whatever catalogue you put through your door once they get to know you. So a customer base is definitely worth cultivating and building. So
thanks for saying that, Kate.
Fantastic new books. Really happy.
And you reminded me, because I used to be in direct sales and I sold what was called the Kirby vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
Rob Foster, by the way, was in Kirby. Good back then. But December was always our best month. Now they were £1,200. Now I know people clean at Christmas time, but it's nothing to do with that. People get into the habit of spending. Suddenly they're in the habit. I'll buy this, I'll buy that, and they just go crazy at this time of the year. And anybody in any sales organisation will tell you it's the gravy boat. This is the gravy boat. We're lucky we have a gravy boat all the year round. So for those of you who want to keep servicing your customers or posting online, always remember people are bored over Christmas.
Yep.
So heaving on the January sales, the Boxing Day sales, all the sales, the shops are heaving. And last year, there was more spent online sales than was spent in the shops. So I know that I don't know about you guys, but I get seriously bored at Christmas. I didn't like to work. The toffees, you're making a noise. It's like being
of course it's not. It was just
He's the guy at the pictures who's gone like this with a crisp packet.
I'm going to mute him a minute because I'm ringing now.
We're bored at Christmas, aren't we? We're bored. Christmas Day, people snore their meat mince pies, and by Boxing Day, we're bored. So get online, get the customer base, get the books out.
Definitely. There's lots of people that ask for money for Christmas so that they can go to the next Boxing Day sale at 5 a.m. So that's when a lot of my customers are online. So if they're up getting ready to go to the next Christmas sale, then they're going to be quite interested in what we're selling online as well.
Definitely,
because they've already got a shopping mentality on Boxing Day. So why not? If you feel like posting on Boxing Day, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yep.
I just keep going. Why not?
Yep.
And make period one the best, because period one is the start of our goals for next year. And what I would like is for people to message us, people who are interested in going on the next trip. I don't know where it's going to be, but Clunies will take you to 5-star. Now, you might not be interested in the trip, but if you aim for the trip, you usually earn good money along the way. Does that make sense? So that's why the trips are there. But these trips are phenomenal, and they get you mingling with like-minded people, and you get the opportunity to do things that you'd never. I mean, we went to Bollywood. Was in the I went to a lion cub sanctuary in South Africa, and Tom played golf on a golf course with crocodiles on it. Kate's been on trips, Stephen's been on trips, but as I say, it's not always about the trips, but I'd like to know is anybody who's wanting to go for the trips, or they're still going for Mexico, going for the one that's going to be announced in January, and I think we should group and everybody get behind each other, because it'll be going for gold and beyond as well. Because if you go for the trips, we'll get to gold. So going for gold and beyond. Everybody. I've got feedback from me message your gold distributor and let them know. But I'm nosy. I would like to Kenty. Especially David, are you drinking beer? Oh my God, he's drinking at the meeting. It's terrible. Duplication. Is it duplication? He's got this guy. What are you got in your hands? Darwin.
Dart and beer.
There was another Mary came on tonight. Mary iPad. Is she gone? I'll unrecord. Stop
She's
recording.
gone. I'm hoping that Ursula and Bianca,
Do you know
We
that?
haven't decided yet. We'll have to see how our money situation is.
yeah,
But if not, we're definitely coming up really early on Saturday.
come up early on Saturday and come to the hotel then and
Yeah.
have a coffee.
Oh,
That
hell
way
yeah.
we can talk.
Yeah. No, we really would like to come up on Friday, but we just really need to see how tight we
Yeah.
are money-wise.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
We didn't want to. We got fed up driving in the dark. Jim doesn't like driving in the dark, and he doesn't usually like my driving. Never mind driving in the dark.
He's a lorry driver for a living, though. He's not going to like you driving.
No. So
Anybody else's?
I just had a look. I had a quick look at the railway, and we have got 2 returns for £116.
That's good.
We booked it. We booked about 5 or 6 weeks ago, Jane, and we got £30 return each from Glasgow.
Yeah.
But I noticed, I was checking out the trains for somebody yesterday, and the fares have started going up a bit now. But if you book at the right time, you can get really, really good deals. So I think if Annetta's along with us, I think Annetta's fare from London up to Birmingham is going to be something like £11 return, something like that,
Gosh.
which is ludicrously,
Yeah.
tiny amount of money really. But again, she booked it at the right time. But I noticed last night the fares had started to go up now. But if you book,
Ridiculous.
ideally, if you book it about 8 to 12 weeks beforehand, you're getting a really, really good price.
Well, we're getting it from New Cumnock. We're going from New Cumnock down to Carlisle.
Right.
We got a cheaper fare from Glasgow, but it would have been pointless because we would have had
I
to
know
travel.
you've got to go to
Park over there, and so you come up to
I
Carlisle.
can't help but laugh at me. Kate, I'm sorry. See your pom pom sitting in the front of your feet like that. It's making me.
Is it doing your that? And then where do you want it? Want it this way?
Let's all do it.
I did it in the mirror or before I came on. I was in the mirror getting the pom pom right.
I don't wear hats.
No,
I don't wear hats. Like Ursula's wearing hers the same as me.
Look at them there.
She's not in my team, but she's duplicating me. There we go. We'll leave it at that.
Duplication!
Be careful. Your team duplicate everybody. Be the team in front of Jane. Lobby wearing their hats like that, Nick. Like a
I
Dalek.
feel the need to get a bow.
I think you need to get a pound stretch to want it sparkly.
Like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in reverse.
I'm pretty sure that's no Bianca. I think you've got somebody else in there the night. Give me Bianca. Bianca, can I speak to you, please?
I just think Bianca must be so uncomfortable in that.
Yeah.
Just to close people. David, you're awfully quiet. You got to say Merry Christmas or something, yes? No. He goes like a big moon. You're like a big moon there. No. I'm not eating Merry Christmas.
Don't know.
You're
It's a light room.
I'd like to know where David's elf suit is.
I'd like to know where David what?
His elf suit.
His elf suit.
Yeah.
I love that elf suit. He's taking it to
Like
Birmingham.
wicked.
I would think it's safely in a cupboard.
We him and Fran. Fran had on the. Fran was an Indian. We're looking for it. You can just imagine David's party jokes when he's had a few beers.
Bye,
Merry
guys.
Christmas.
You too.
David, name me a beer for you. And who's saying bye bye? Somebody's saying bye bye.
Terry's going.
Bye.
Terry, bye Terry. Nice to meet you.
Bye.
So it's a die hard.
Of course, always.
Well, folks, I'm now going to go and have myself a proper glass of Prosecco because now I've started, I've got in the mood.
I'm going to go and
While
have a
I'm
cup of
talking through alcohol, you're the best team in the world, you know. No, just seriously, it's actually apple juice. I'm going to have I do.
Can we say hello to Kenneth Kennedy, who I don't think has been on before?
I've not seen the name.
No, I don't
No.
think I just came on a bit late.
Hello, Kenneth. We're being very rude here and kind of not meaning to ignore you at all.
I think he maybe managed. I think they maybe came on a wee bit late because I see Tracy there. I don't know if Tracy was on earlier because I never said hi to Tracy. But what I was going to say with my apple juice, we are the best team. We have got the best team. That's why I get emotional when I say Merry Christmas to people, and I really, really mean it. I do get emotional because we are the best team, and we have more than quadrupled. It's actually like 37 up to 137 members when Jane and Sandra. In a year, we've added 100 people a year. What are we going to do in the next year? What are we going to do in the next again year? I think me and Jane and Kate and all of us, we need to talk about what sort of stats that we want. What we want to be coming in. What's the target, girls? You're Ursula, Bianca, David, Mary. What's the target? Tracy, Kenneth, sorry.
Can I mention as well, though, we do have really, really good training.
Yeah.
The whole group has really good training. When I see some of the comments that you see in a variety of places, it's quite apparent that we have the best training. And that's
Right,
but we do.
And the best trainer, that's us, guys. Use it all here because you'll be training your new people and you'll be joining in. David's going to be training next year. Yay!
David,
online.
David, see that tinsel around your neck? I thought it was a pair of pigtails.
Yeah, me too.
It's not very bright. He could have got himself some pink tinsel.
Well, at least he's got tinsel.
Is that?
I've got both.
I'm not very sure, but I think David's had more than one of these beers that he had in his hand. Well, you're a lightweight. You're a lightweight, Houston. You're a lightweight.
I had that on standby.
Jim likes those.
Yeah, I like them. Thomas likes them. Lee likes them. Everybody likes Jack Daniels apart from me and the women.
I've never
Well,
smelled
the women
it.
don't like them. And Kate's teetotal.
Well, whiskey in a hand and the whole foreign language to me, guys.
I must admit, I've now got a paper clip in my hair, sorry.
I can't believe that Jane's idea of getting dressed up Christmas time was to put
The paperclip in the hair.
glue that you put in the Christmas
I
present
don't know.
in her hair and stick it to your head with a camping grip.
It's a paper clip.
Back on you, Jane. Look
It was a
at
paper clip. It's called improvisation at the last minute. Because I forgot.
What house has not got tinsel at this time of the year?
No, I don't have to. I've never had tinsel on my tree for 35 years.
Oh, I like the old-fashioned stuff. I'm
I like.
tinsel girl.
I don't like tinsel on my tree. I've got tinsel around my pictures in the living room, but I don't have any tinsel on my tree. I don't like tinsel on a tree either. I think it's
Mine.
What about you, Mary?
Me tinsel.
Mine.
Matching. It's got to match. It matches my walls and my curtains. Pink, I've got pink curtains, and I've got blue walls, so it all matches.
There we go.
Good for you.
I'll always have tinsel. I've got remember the paper chains for the ceiling? Do you want to see them? Remember? I haven't really, I was only kidding. My illness is going to take over. I do actually have a birthday day, believe it or not, another day. So I'm going to say goodnight to the best team in the world and have a real Prosecco instead of apple juice. Thanks very much to Jane and Kate for so much help throughout the year.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
Kate,
And everybody.
and Mary, I can't wait to see what you wear next.
Well, we'll soon find out.
That was so funny, that woman the night who said I have to put my Christmas tree up, and I'm thinking, that's not Mary. What's Mary? There's me, Callum. What is a wee bit?
Hi, Callum.
Let's see, Merry Christmas. Oh, he's kidding on his
Callum
side.
doesn't want to be seen on camera.
Gone all shy. All right,
Yeah.
Callum.
I think he's shattered.
Callum,
Yes,
Callum, if you didn't say hi to me, Santa Claus will not come.
Callum's been writing Christmas cards for all his teachers tonight, haven't you? Yep, Ed's quite tired now, so I think we'll say goodnight as well. So Merry Christmas, everybody, and see you soon.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bye. Have a good one.
See you next year.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Everyone, I remember how to get out of here. Bye, everybody. See you later.
Bye, see you later. Have a good one. Bye, Mary. Bye, David.
Bye. See you later.
Bye, everybody. I'm ending the meeting for all. Bye.